To install Android Studio on Windows, the simple steps are as follow. Open your favorite browser on Windows. Just type Android Studio, which will come into your search options. Go to the download Android Studio and SDK tools. Now, by default, it will give you the best option for you to download. That is based on your operating system. Currently, we are installing Android Studio on Windows 10, so it's giving me an option of downloading a Windows 10 thing installer. But if you are on Mac OS, it will give you an option of downloading a Mac OS package. So currently, we'll click on download Android Studio. You should definitely go through all these terms and conditions to understand what you are getting into. I have gone through, so I know exactly what I am trying to do. So definitely check it out and then click on the checkbox which says yes, you agree with the terms and conditions, and click on download. Now you can see that we are downloading it on our system. It will take some time because it's around 1 GB or so, and when you are dealing with such a big file, what I would suggest is just chill. You can do anything. You can listen to Spotify, you can listen to YouTube music, you can do anything. Watch my videos, that will help me out a lot.
2 very boring minutes later.
So now, as you can see, we have completed downloading the installer. There are two ways you can access this installer: directly double clicking on this installer name, or you can just open the folder. Now I'll double click on this after opening the folder. You can see it's asking me for permission to install. That's why the screen got blank for you guys, but it was not blank for me because that is something which is not recorded at the system level, and this is something I don't want to have right now. I can close this out. Now let's get started with the installer. You click on next. You select, by default it's selected for all. By default whatever is selected, just go with that. Click on next. Click on, if you want to change the location of the default installer, please go ahead and you can change it out. If you have a smaller SSD and you have extended and with a bigger SSD, you can do that, or else you can just go with the default location of installing, which is under program files, Android and Android Studio under C. Okay, now it's asking for should I add it to shortcut, that is start menu or not. Yes, of course we want to add it because we want to have that accessibility. If you don't want, there was a small check, you can click on that and it will not create a shortcut for you in your start button. Okay, so we'll wait for it to install. There are some other things also in beyond that installation. This installation is completed, we can go next. We need to now start Android Studio, and this is how it will start. If you have any installation prior to this and you want to import that, you can do that, but I don't have anything. I'll just go with this. Now the real task starts. If you want to send statistics, so no, I don't want to send any statistics. Now I want to go for next. I want to install standard configuration. I will go with Dracula theme because I don't like light theme. There is no option of like going with the system, so that's an issue. Now it will show you what all things it will download, and it will give you the estimation of size and all. Okay, you can just see everything and just click on next. Everything from this will be downloaded, and so just accept and accept. You have to accept for both. Okay, now everything is accepted, that you accept all the terms and conditions. Click on finish. It's starting its process of downloading all the packages from its repository to our local system, and it will take some time, so I'll be skipping this part also. So enjoy the music either, or I will be cutting it out.
15 minutes later.
Okay, it's asking me for to have access to command prompt so that it can install AMD kernels, because I have something related to AMD. I don't have Intel processor, so based on that, all tools which are required to run an emulator is been installed. For that you need to give permission, and after giving permission, this is something you will see. You are done with the installation. That's it for today is what it will say, but you have to keep your peace and go here, install some plugins which might be helpful for you. First one is Flutter. Center Flutter install, and it will say it will also install Dart वगैरह वगैरह. So just install, yes, it will say Dart plugin also, and so yes, of course you need that, and you can install that. Then you can type Flutter snippets, yeah, install that also. Even though we are not going to use Android Studio for development, it's always a good thing to keep it ready. In some scenarios you might need to install, you might need to develop or debug something in Android Studio, and definitely you don't want to miss out on this plugin, which will help you out a lot. So that's it. Just restart your Android Studio now. It will restart in a moment, and we are done for. You can see we have installed all these plugins, and they are active plugins. If you want something else, you can go and install it. You can just create a project into this, or you can just open a project which we already have. We have in C, and this log is there. I'll okay. Trust project, yes, because I have created the project. So this is your project. Now we'll ask for permission for having access to network and all. This is what we have done for installing Android Studio. Now we need something which is very important for developing an app, that is an emulator or a simulator. Simulator is for iOS, which we currently don't have access to. Emulator is something which we will create now, so that we can deploy it on that. So basically what we will do is we will go to tools and device management. Then after clicking on device management, just give it a second. Device management, okay, it's here. I forgot. Normally it used to project it as a window, but now they have shifted it, I think so. To create a new device is something we will click on. Here I will choose a device which I want to develop on. Things to remember is that the size of the screen and the density of the pixels, these two things are very important. In terms of resolution also, you need to keep in mind, because a lot of time we tend to choose a device which is bigger, but then while developing we tend to forget that there are devices which have smaller screens, which have smaller resolutions, and we are not aware of that at the time of development, and later on you figure out the layouts are messed up. So always keep that in mind to create multiple devices according to your test case and scenarios, and then go with that. So currently I'll choose a Pixel 5 device. That's more than good enough for me. I'll click on next, and now it will show me that recommended devices, or recommended what we say Android operating system which I can go for. So currently I think Android 11 has a lot of changes which you should definitely need to test out. So I'll click on download for Android 11. It will start downloading Android 11 SDK, and it will install it for us, and then later on we'll select it as a operating system for our emulator. We are also going to install Android 12. We are also going to install Android 9 or 10, because we do need to have a backup, or we do need to always check out how the behavior of your development is going on multiple platforms. For example, a lot of changes have been made in Android 11 which are working fine on Android 10 projects, but on Android 11 you will find it a lot difficult without making some changes to the current project to deploy on, or to have a stable release. Basically we will and that's the reason you should install more than 2 operating system for testing purpose.
5 minutes later.
Now once this is done, click on finished, and now it is saying that a system image must be selected to continue. Definitely we have downloaded version R, which is Android 11, so we'll click on next. Now this is the SDK name I want to keep, not an issue for my side. I'll click on finish. We are done with the setting up of a new device. I can do the same thing for something else. I'll go again, I'll click on Pixel 4X and all, click on here. I'll install Android 12 for this. Okay, I'll install Android 10 for this. it will again download. It's around 1 GB.
2 very boring minutes later.
And now we are done with the installation of second OS available for us to be used, that is Android 10. I'll use this for this particular device and then click on finish after doing this. So now you can see that I have two devices. One thing I normally tend to do is increase the RAM size or this size, but it's all okay at the moment. I don't have any requirement for the same. I'll just, for example, I'll start it and show it how it looks like right now. Apply the course, I don't want to apply anything. And the device has been connected. You can see that the Google device has been connected and they have made it a part of a side window itself, so that you can actually go and you don't have to resize anything and all. You can just test it out here. It works out for everyone, so that's a good thing about Android Studio doing stuff. And here we are, we can just see that it's working fine. Okay, if I want to do, I can run the second emulator also. It will start another device here, but in meanwhile I can use this one also. So that's how you guys can actually install Android Studio, configure it for your usage. Now let me show you how to run this Flutter app which we created after downloading and all the SDKs and all, and configuring the FVM. So just go to that project and you should remember that you should run your Visual Studio as an administrator. The reason is so that you can have easy access to all these folders. Okay, so just go to that run it as an administrator, open the blocks folder. Now I can just do first, you can see here no device has been started or selected. Just go and select the device, just start the device and let it run. In meanwhile just go here. Now once you have done with this, type fvm flutter run, and you can see it's showing because the device has not started. It's giving me option where to run, but I don't want to run it anywhere. What option they have given me, just run this command again and it will launch it on the Android Studio right now. Android Studio means Android Emulator right now. So you can see that we have installed properly. Currently we are using FVM 10, where it was FVM 10 3, sorry. Now I have to go back to FVM 2.10.03. What I'll do is I'll exit this observer, Control C. Now FVM use 2.10.3. okay, seems you don't have required permission. Okay, I have to rerun it as an administrator. Yes, close this, and you can see it was been changed here. So that's it for how to install Android Studio, and I hope this video helped you out a lot. This is very simple to install Android Studio. You don't even have to watch this video, but to have a proper guidance in terms of as a visual procedure, it helps a lot of beginners who are trying to get into app Android or Flutter development. And I hope so this video is one of those videos who has provided you some small information which is helpful to you. So thank you for joining me on this video, and I hope to see you in my next video. So please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also press the notification bell icon so that you will get notification as soon as I post a new update or a new video related to some other topics. We have a lot of things coming on this channel in terms of content, so please stay tuned to it. Once again, thank you for joining me. Have a nice day. Bye bye.